Hello YouTube viewers, I'm here again. I created another video to show you how I clean and sterilize my baby's bottles and my breast pump parts. What I do is throughout the day as the baby's using bottles and I use my breast pump parts, I come over to the kitchen sink and I rinse the bottles and the parts out with water, and then I place it in this basin with hot soapy water. I mean really hot water, and I leave them there for about 15 minutes. And then I come over and I use these brushes to clean the bottles and the parts. I love this Dr. Brown brush. It's really good to get into those corners that are really hard to reach, especially using those brushes. So this is a really good brush. Again, it comes with the Dr. Brown's bottles. So once I've scrubbed everything, what I do is I rinse the parts out with warm water. You can use hot water, cold water, whatever. And then I place it in this Babies R Us sterilizer. It cost about, I think the cost was probably about $22. It was the less expensive sterilizer in the store compared to the other ones, and so far it's done a really good job. So what I do is I fill it up with all the bottles and the breast pump parts, and I fill it up with water. It does come with instructions as far as how much water to place in there. You have to, once you've done sterilizing, you got to make sure you rinse it out, because if not it builds up calcium and there's residue. And once a week I have to at least scrub it with soap and water. So once I fill that up, I bring it over to the microwave and I place it in there for 8 minutes. And then once it's done, I bring over my again my sterilizer with my parts already sterilized. You got to make sure you're careful because it gets really hot. It gets really hot. I bring that over to my kitchen table and I lay everything out on top of a towel. This is one set that I've done this morning. I do sterilize the baby's pacifiers and her pacifier case. Also her nose bulb. So I lay everything out. Sometimes it gets so full that I'll use this Munchkin bottle holder to place my bottles there too. So once everything dries, I make sure that I put everything back together. Let me do this really quick so you can see. I put everything back together and I come over to my cabinet where I keep my baby's supplies. Really quick, I'll do this really quick. I place the bottles in there, and then the second drawer, I used to hold formula there. Now I'm using the breast pump parts. I use them there. So now I'm storing everything in there. Right now it looks like it doesn't have much, and that's because I'm starting to get my backpack ready with my my breast pump and my bottles for work. I should be going back in a couple of days, so I'm getting everything ready and everything is stored in my bag. So again, that's where I place everything. And this is a daily routine. I do it daily. At the end of the night, that's where when I sterilize. I do sterilize daily. It's a preference. It's really up to you how often you want to sterilize. You can sterilize daily, a couple of times during the day. You can do it every few days, once a week, or you can even wash the bottles and the breast pump parts with hot soapy water. Some people do that. I would actually read the instructions for your breast pump parts and the bottles and see what they recommend. But this is my preference, and this is what I do daily. So hopefully this helps. See you soon.